welcome to the Elite 8 Finals. I'm Stan Wayne, and I'm joined for this very special edition with the mastermind, Kevin Cannon.
This is our third year in CWE having the Elite 8 tournament, and I don't think I have ever seen this much excitement, this much action, this much intensity in this tournament. That's a tournament that's included such names as Christopher Daniels, Chris Hero, Mentalo. All the biggest names in CWE have competed in this. But these two guys, the path they have taken to get here is bar none some of the most crazy action we have seen here within the company.
It is called the Elite 8 with good cause. It's the Elite 8 competitors in the world of professional wrestling, and as you said, this is the third year and definitely the most competitive field yet. And here's the two standing at the end of it all.
Collar and elbow tie-up. Silas, to nobody's surprise, is the stronger man of the two.
People have been waiting a long time to see this final unfold, and both these men have taken a very interesting path to get here. Silas Young, of course, defeating Travis Cole in the first round, and then going through his sometimes tag team partner in a tag team that has seemed to have blown up here in recent weeks, Frankie Kazarian, and now he's here in the finals. And then Jason Kincaid competing against Lio Rush, a man he's very familiar with from the Top Prospect Tournament in Ring of Honor. Defeated him in the first round in what many are calling a Match of the Year candidate, and then defeating Tommy Lee Curtis in the second round.
You want to know one thing that wasn't in Jason Kincaid's path on his way to the finals? A shower. That guy, you can smell him from the third row.
Well, it may help him here with this strategy as he's working in and out of these holds.
Silas is a tough guy. He's been in there with way tougher, way more dangerous, but not as innovative, none as creative, none as surprising as Jason Kincaid.
Well, when you talk about Jason Kincaid, you have nothing to go on when you talk about studying your opponent, because there's nobody like Jason Kincaid, and each and every time this man gets in the ring, you're going to see something you've never seen before. Not just out of him, but in all of professional wrestling. He's an impossible opponent to strategize for.
I don't think Silas is much of a researcher. I think he's more of a get in the ring and beat the living daylights out of you kind of guy anyway. I don't think he's been looking up tape on Jason Kincaid leading into this matchup.
Both of these men are taking this pace very slow. They know the type of athlete they're in the ring with. They know the type of competitor they're competing against. They're not jumping the gun. Each move is very well thought out, and it's a game of human chess. As you see Jason Kincaid offering his hand, but I don't think it's in friendship.
Whoa! Oh, wow, that just clipped in the back of the head. I bet you he's seeing stars right now.
And these are two stars here in the finals of the Elite 8 tournament. What a field it's been this year. Talk about Lio Rush, Frankie Kazarian, Hotshot Danny Duggan, Travis Cole. So many top stars. Tommy Lee Curtis. So many stars competing for this prize. A tournament that's getting more prestigious by the year. And I'm very excited to see how this one unfolds. Big deep arm drag by Jason the Gift Kincaid.
Men that have held championships not just here in CWE, but all over the world. Now this has become a destination. The Elite 8 tournament has become, as you said, so prestigious that people from all over the world are coming to CWE to test their mettle, to see if they can put that title into their toolbox and call themselves the Elite 8 winner.
Jason Kincaid with the hip toss right into a short arm scissors.
Jason Kincaid, although he is innovative, although he is creative, he does not hesitate sometimes to go back to the basics with some of his moves, and that alone, too, surprises his opponents because they don't expect that from him.
Well, that's what's impressive about Jason Kincaid. He's always studying, he's always learning new holds, and something as simple as a short arm scissors is almost outdated in today's world of professional wrestling. A very effective hold, but one you rarely see. But Jason Kincaid's got that in his toolbox, and he's looking to submit Silas Young with it. But Silas Young showing that strength. Wow! That strength of a real man up in the air.
And Jason Kincaid, rolls down, uses the momentum. Definitely does not have the weight advantage here. I would give Silas Young probably a good 15-20 pound weight advantage on Jason Kincaid. But when you're that high up and you've got that much leverage to swing a man down, he's got no place to go but down with you.
Jason Kincaid likes to fancy himself a technical wizard, and technical wizardry is exactly what you're seeing right now. Silas Young choosing to take the way out via the ropes, but Jason Kincaid holds onto the arm.
Oh, and Jason Kincaid relentless on that arm of Silas Young. That seems to be a target. Silas Young being the stronger man of the two, not a bad idea to take away one of his bigger weapons, his ability to push Jason Kincaid around to lift him off his feet.
And right back to the arm by Jason Kincaid. I'm very surprised by this opening because it's usually Silas Young pushing the envelope and pushing his opponents very early in the match, being the aggressor, trying to get the advantage, but Jason Kincaid's been ahead of the game here, and he's been sticking on that arm, and that seems to be throwing Silas Young off his game and right onto his back.
And Jason Kincaid usually starts his matches out at a very, very high frantic pace and likes to wear his usually heavier opponents down, but he's abandoned that strategy here. He's taken a whole new approach to attempting to win this Elite 8 tournament.
And Silas Young has gone to throwing knees. The exchange of wrestling holds has come to an end. And I think when you talk about the pacing of this match, that once again goes to show the respect these two men have for each other, because they're not going to win this match in 4 minutes. They're not going to win this match in 5 minutes. This is going to be a true wrestling classic, and they're going to have to throw everything at their opponent, including all styles of professional wrestling.
Absolutely. And speaking of throwing everything, there's a big knife-edge chop on the part of Jason Kincaid, and Silas Young has no issue delivering one right back to him. You don't want to get into a war of fists or chops in this case with a guy like Silas Young.
Or in that case, a back rake by Jason Kincaid. The fans asked for a back rake, and that's what they got. Jason Kincaid is always a people pleaser.
What's he got here? Oh, he should be disqualified for that. That is a foreign object.
Well, he looked like Silas Young was a little tired. I think Jason Kincaid was being a good professional and a good gentleman and offering him a drink, trying to cool him down.
Well, now Silas has Jason Kincaid beat. He's got 2 baths on the day. So Jason Kincaid has none.
Would you stop?
Silas now throwing some clubbing forearms at the back of Jason Kincaid.
You can tell Silas
What's he
Young
calling for? He wants these people to get out of their way. He's going to huck him into the chairs, and oh!
And what a change of pace this match has taken. Just seconds ago, they were exchanging holds, and now they're in the crowd, crashing into chairs, and I don't think CWE management's going to be
Oh my God!
Well, there goes CWE's damage deposit.
Absolutely. I hope they got it in their budget to purchase a few chairs.
And those aren't steel chairs. Those are hard wooden chairs.
Those chairs have no give to them whatsoever.
And Jason Kincaid having some fun at the expense of Silas Young with the crowd here. What a battle this is turning into. This shows the prestige and honor of the Elite 8 final.
And I don't know if you caught it, but as Silas Young landed on the floor, the back of his head hit this gymnasium floor hard. And again, there's no padding, there's no mats, there's nothing soft out there. That is hard gymnasium floor.
Jason Kincaid!
Whoa! It's like a little spider monkey just ran up the wall, crawled out of the basketball net, and then kicked Silas Young right in the mouth, knocking him down to that gymnasium floor.
We just said, every time you see Jason Kincaid wrestle, you'll see something for the first time. And I can say with all honesty, I've never seen a man climb a wall and hang onto a basketball net.
I wouldn't even call it climbing. He ran up the wall. He just, like Spider-Man, sprinted up the wall. He defied gravity.
And the referee is defying the rules right now. He knows what's on the line here. These two men, they're not trying to get away from each other. They're trying to fight each other to prove who the very best is. And the referee is letting it all go as we look to crown the Elite 8 winner.
Absolutely. Matches such as this, matches like championship matches, Elite 8 tournament final matches, the referees know they let a little more go. They got to make sure there is a definite winner. They got to make sure there isn't a disqualification or something that can come back to the ref and accuse him of being biased.
That normally would call for a disqualification, but the referee's letting it fly. He does not want to end this tournament on a disqualification. And to be quite honest, I'm pretty sure Silas Young would have done the same thing if he had the opportunity first.
He would have done worse. Silas Young now not afraid to get a little aggressive himself, putting Jason Kincaid onto that plastic table, and now just throwing him into the wooden panel next to the concession stand. And again, there's nowhere to go but directly into that. I think Silas Young has a bit of a shiner here, a bit of a black eye. I don't know if that's from this match or from one of the previous matches leading up to this tournament final, but definitely neither one of these men coming into this match were 100% perfect sound body. These men have taken a beating making their way to this final.
A boot right to the mouth of Jason Kincaid. I don't think he's going to be eating for a week. And into the post, Silas Young is picking up the tempo. This is turning into an all-out brawl.
And the fans just scrambling to get out of the way. Those seats, every seat in this building is full. But right now, everybody got up. They do not want to be in the middle of these two men beating the living bejesus out of each other.
This goes to show the depth these two men have with their abilities. Two technical wizards, two men who can get it done inside the ring, but they can also get it done outside the ring. And if one of them doesn't get back in there soon, it might end here on the floor with this beating.
I will be shocked. I will be shocked if neither of these men has lost a tooth. These men have been pounding on each other. Whoa, and Jason Kincaid off the stage, flipping back onto Silas Young, putting him down onto the floor.
And that's what it's all about. The Elite 8 trophy.
Now
One of these men will walk out the third ever holder of that prestigious trophy.
That does not belong to you, Jason Kincaid. Put that down. Silas Young does not want your dirty, greasy fingerprints all over it when he wins this matchup.
And a pile driver!
A pile driver on the floor. Oh my God. I hope somebody has 911 dialed on their phone. This man might need an ambulance.
Jason Kincaid is out for the kill. A pile driver on the floor of Silas Young.
Silas Young does not know where he is right now. He is completely concussed. He is dazed. He is out of it.
That might not just end this match. That may end Silas Young's career.
Silas Young, though, he knows. He's running on instinct right now. He knows that he hears that referee counting, and if that referee reaches 10, he loses. Not only does he lose the match, he loses this entire tournament.
And Silas Young breaks the count just in time, and Silas... 2, no! Jason Kincaid a second away from winning the Elite 8 tournament.
I think if this referee wasn't a second away from death, he might have been down there a little quicker and Jason Kincaid would already be the winner. But, be that as it may, this match goes on. Silas Young is still powering through. I don't know how he is even still in motion, even still moving, but he is on his feet now.
And Jason Kincaid, crash and burn. It looked like a top rope crossbody attempt. Silas Young, probably on pure instinct, out of the way. Jason Kincaid eats the mat hard.
I don't think Silas Young ducked that. I think he just collapsed back down. I don't think he has the ability, the strength right now to stand on both feet, but Silas Young tried to do what he can, stomping on Jason Kincaid, a prone opponent in the corner.
He realizes he's got a window of opportunity here, and he's taking it with a hard suplex.
Silas Young now can smell blood. He knows that he's got Jason Kincaid down. He knows he has to stay on top of him. He is being aggressive. He is being vicious. He is being feral. He has Jason Kincaid locked in a chin lock here. Referee checking on him to make sure that the hold is in fact legal. Looks like it is from my vantage point. Silas is definitely not the kind of guy that would do anything illegal in a match anyway.
Independent wrestling has been built on tournaments featuring the top competitors from across the continent. You've got the ECWA Super 8 tournament. You now have the Ring of Honor Top Prospect tournament.
The J Cup.
The Super J Cup, of course. The Pacific Cup on the west coast of Canada. The Maritime Cup. And now here in CWE we have the Elite 8. And this, by far, this match is really setting the tone for years to come on what's going to be expected of competitors coming to CWE to prove they are elite.
And you know damn well that every pair of eyes in the professional wrestling business is on this matchup right now. And everybody that's thinking of coming to CWE next year for the Elite 8 tournament may be thinking twice, looking at the level of competition that there is.
These two men are two bona fide stars in the world of professional wrestling, but they're on the cusp of greatness. Whether it's Ring of Honor for Silas Young,
wow.
Evolve for Jason Kincaid, these men are the guys that are talked about. These are the guys that you hear the buzz about because of matches like this. They've been delivering night in and night out for so many years, and they're finally getting the recognition they deserve by the professional wrestling industry. And
wow!
That may have broke a rib.
Not only that, earlier when he put him into that turnbuckle, I think it's a level playing field now. Almost 3. I think both men are concussed.
If one of these men is able to walk out the winner tonight, which they will, one man will, it will definitely be a feather in the cap of a booming career as they go on to superstardom across the globe.
Both these men might need a visit to a doctor after this match, win, lose, or draw.
I think that's both men at this point. Silas Young just being ruthless, a foot right in the throat of Jason Kincaid.
And he's putting all his weight down on that too. He's doing everything he needs to do to win this match. Jason Kincaid now, usual. Rolling out of the ring, getting out of harm's way.
It's smart strategy. If you can't breathe, you can't win. He's got to catch his breath out there. Silas Young makes no qualms about it. He will win by any means necessary. He'll take any shortcut he can to get that W. And Jason Kincaid, if he's smart, he's going to take those breaths in between because they're right back in the ring and right back on the offensive is Silas Young.
If he was smart, he would have just stayed outside the ring and let the referee count him out. Jason Kincaid hanging on for dear life to that rope. He should just drop down. He should just give up. He should just let Silas Young take what is already his.
I've never seen Jason Kincaid give up, and I don't think tonight's the night, especially with what's on the line. Silas Young in firm control. The future is not looking bright for Jason Kincaid.
Here we go, it's over. 2 and Jason Kincaid kicks out, shoves Silas Young off of him.
We need to take a quick break.
Definitely in a lot of pain right now. Referee instructing Silas Young to step away from the side of the ring, by which he exited Jason Kincaid, shall we say, and let him come back in, but Silas Young not listening, just getting out there, grabbing Jason Kincaid and ramming his face onto the corner of that ring.
It says a lot about how Silas Young treats Jason Kincaid as a competitor. Instead of taking a breather and catching his own breath, he knew Jason Kincaid was going to get back in there and be ready to fight, so he took the fight to him on the floor, didn't wait for the count.
1, 2, and no. We almost had an Elite 8 winner crowned.
Fans are on their feet. People know at any second this match could come to an end. You read the competitors' body language. They're both very fatigued.
But both firing with everything they got at one another. Silas Young now taking advantage of that upper hand and strength that he has and knocking Jason Kincaid off of his feet.
You can tell both men are fighting on instinct at this point. Their fatigue is high. Silas Young grabbing a hold. That's a great idea at this point in the match. Jason Kincaid is having a hard time breathing. He's tired. He's fatigued. So let's take that last breath right out of him.
What people don't realize here is squeezing Jason Kincaid's sides of his neck there. That also takes out of Silas Young's arms. That also takes energy on Silas Young's behalf. A lot of people think like, oh, okay, Jason Kincaid is in this hole, he's going to get worn down, but Silas Young is applying as much pressure, he's pushing blood to his muscles, and now he's getting knocked to the canvas multiple times by Jason Kincaid. Jason Kincaid seems to have found a second life here.
There's a breath in Jason Kincaid's body. He will fight.
Cross body, 1, 2.
No!
Silas Young narrowly escaping defeat.
If one man has momentum in this match, it doesn't last long. Quick turnarounds. Jason Kincaid now in control of this match. Silas Young on the defense. Jason Kincaid rallying these fans. Every set of eyes in this building is on this ring. What a clinic.
Looking for a pile driver here. Possibly. Silas Young is not letting it happen. Picking Jason Kincaid up. I was surprised at the strictly. Oh my God!
It's over.
That is it. That has to be the end of it.
Silas Young is your winner. 1, 2, 3 now.
Jason Kincaid getting that shoulder off the mat somehow, someway. How is beyond me.
No one in the building can believe it. Silas Young included. Right on top of his head. It wasn't enough to do it. Now he's bending him in half.
Now he's got him twisted over, applying pressure to the small of Jason Kincaid's back. This is a painful maneuver, folks. This will hinder Jason Kincaid's ability to walk if he's even able to get out of this without tapping out.
With the way Silas Young has that move applied, he's not only putting pressure on the back, but the blood is rushing to Jason Kincaid's head as he's completely upside down right now, fighting with everything he's got to get to those ropes. And he's able to get him off. Push with the legs, create some separation. This is what he needs. Spine buster!
Wow, I think that was more than a spine buster. That was a back of the head buster. 1, 2, it's done. Oh.
What is it gonna take for Silas Young to put Jason Kincaid away? The hottest wrestler in professional wrestling right now will not stay down.
You can see the frustration on the face of Silas Young. He knows that Jason Kincaid isn't your average competitor. He knows that Jason Kincaid is one of the toughest men that he has ever faced. But that will not stop him from giving everything he has to defeating this man.
Silas Young's frustration is turning into disrespect here, just kicking and slapping Jason Kincaid in the head.
I don't think it's disrespect. I think he's just letting him know who the boss is. Oh my God! Power slam followed by a cartwheel. Double stomp onto the chest of Silas Young and
springboard
snaps him
blockbuster.
back down. Silas Young is laid out on the mat.
1, 2, he's got him. No!
Silas Young, if you didn't see there, his eyes are glossed over. He does not know where he is right now. He is running on fumes.
Prior to any event, you can see Jason Kincaiid meditating in his own space, and people wonder why. It's for moments like this when you need to dig down deep, find that inner strength. And Silas Young, desperation setting in, pounding on the back of Jason Kincaiid, getting out of harm's way. Elbow to the mouth.
Wow! You heard the impact of that elbow at Silas Young. Oh, Jason Kincaiid back on his feet.
Not only tossed him off the top rope, drove down with him. 2, 3, no!
We are seeing a lot of close calls in this match. This match could go either way. This match could be either competitor's match to win. All it takes is one of these huge maneuvers that they're pulling off.
I would hate to be somebody who put money in on this match because the stress level one way or another has to be through the roof. Back and forth battle. No clear advantage for either man right now.
Referee trying to plead with Jason Kincaiid not to go up to that top rope. Jason Kincaiid does not seem to give a damn about what that referee is telling him to do or not to do.
Misses the double stomp, but rolls through. Silas Young catches a backbreaker.
Oh, wow.
Follows up with the lariat.
Clotheslines him right into the mouth.
1, 2, no! Both men literally throwing every move in their arsenal at each other.
And you can see the lacerations and bruises and welts on both of these men's body. Neither one of these men is going to be the same after this match.
We're nearing the 25-minute mark of this match, and they are still going.
Oh, roll up!
He catches him! 2! So close!
Silas trying to use that momentum to go through, but Jason Kincaiid got it back.
A knee to the face, followed by a crusher.
He's down, he's out, he's unconscious!
1, 2, and another kick out!
I think he was knocked out for a second or two there, and he came back right in the nick of time.
If he wasn't knocked out, he's definitely concussed. A hard knee right to the face, his face driven into the mat. He's holding on to his head.
We might not have an Elite 8 winner. Both these men might get counted down here. Silas Young making his way to a vertical position slowly but surely now.
The atmosphere in this building right now is unreal. What a classic unfolding before our eyes. Silas Young got him up.
Rolls him down. No, but Silas Young rolls right through.
Silas Young's got him up.
Wow!
He calls that misery. 2, 3, no! The amount of men that have gone down to that move is a mile long, but Jason Kincaiid is kicked out.
The referee scratching his head, wondering what it's going to take for one of these men to put the other away. But they both keep getting their shoulder off of that mat.
We've talked about how tired Jason Kincaiid and Silas Young are. Kenny Rogers equally as tired with all these near falls.
I think his pacemaker might have gone off at one point or another here in this match.
Would you stop, Kevin Cannon?
Silas Young now telling Jason Kincaiid that he needs to give up.
And Jason Kincaiid telling him what he thinks about that.
Oh, man. Over the rope. His neck breaker down.
He holds on.
Oh, and there's that pile driver he was looking for earlier.
It's over. 1, 2, and no.
Wow.
No.
Silas Young somehow gets his shoulder off the canvas, but cannot get back to a vertical position.
Double stomp.
Oh, and that's going to knock the wind out of anyone.
There it is. 1, 2, no. One move after another, and he still cannot put the last real man away.
Where either of these men is finding this energy is beyond me.
If you were wondering why they call him the last real man, you now know why.
I don't think anybody's going to argue that after this match, after Silas Young wins the Elite 8 tournament.
I wouldn't make that statement yet. Jason Kincaiid's still in control of this match.
He doesn't have it in him. He doesn't have enough left in his gas tank to put Silas away.
Jason Kincaiid looked like he's going for a Hail Mary here, putting Silas on the top rope. And a slap across the face.
Silas Young does not seem to be with it right now. I don't even think he registered that slap.
And Jason Kincaiid going right to the very top.
Oh no.
Looking for a superplex.
Now he knows where he is. He knows he doesn't want to be here.
Silas fighting with everything he has.
Sunset flip over. It's got him in a power bomb and down. Oh
right
my
on the
God.
back of his head.
But rolls through, up for. Oh my God. That has got to be it.
It's done.
1, 2.
No.
Jason Kincaiid can barely peel himself off the canvas right now.
I don't even know how to describe what we're seeing right now.
I think he might think the match is over. I think he might just be going home.
The limits these two are pushing their bodies through.
Oh, and JASON Kincaid stops him with a guillotine across the rope as Silas Young was about to dive out of the ring at him.
Right when you think Kincaid's out of the fight, he springs right back in. Now he's got to capitalize. He's got to get that pin.
He's still sucking wind. He still can't get himself back into that ring in time. JASON Kincaid sizing up that leap, gets over there. But Silas Young drops down onto him, hanging on.
He's at the rope!
Well, yeah, he has to hold it to keep himself vertical. He can't stay up on his own. That's all right.
Double clothesline.
Both men down, both men right back up, and both men down again.
Both men running on adrenaline. Free does the trick. Both men are now down right in the middle of the ring.
This capacity crowd here definitely appreciating the action, the history they're witnessing this evening.
What we are seeing right now might quite possibly be the greatest match in CWE history as these two men fight it out for the prestigious Elite 8 Tournament trophy.
Wow, and just a fist to the back of the head, JASON Kincaid, but he answers right back.
I've never seen
back again.
Two men take such punishment and just keep coming.
And for as winded and as exhausted as these men are, they are still throwing with fire. They are still throwing with ill intent. They are still throwing, causing damage to each other.
I don't even think it's just about the trophy at this point. It's about personal pride, as both men want to prove they're better than the other.
You know damn well after this match is over, everyone in the wrestling world will have watched it, and neither one of these men wants to be the man counted 3 on his back for the world to see.
Big kick to the face by JASON Kincaid, and now an onslaught.
Silas ducks under, picks him up. Oh my God. Silas lands on his feet. Up to the top rope, upside down. Wow!
Wow! 1, 2, we have a winner now!
How is JASON Kincaid still able to kick out?
And another misery! JASON Kincaid is on his feet! Adrenaline running through his body! And a cutter of his own!
Silas Young now comes right back around, looks for the clothesline, it's not there. JASON Kincaid is with a stunner though. Oh! And a boot right to the face of Silas.
This has to be it! This has to be it! 1, 2, no!
You talk about that misery put a lot of men away. That combination that JASON Kincaid throws has finished almost everyone I've ever seen him land that on as well.
What is it gonna take?
I don't think either of these men can defeat the other. I think we might end in a stalemate here. I think at this point that is a very feasible end to this match. There is no time limit in a tournament final. This match can go on till tomorrow morning if need be.
Only the winner's name will be ingrained on that trophy for the rest of the time. The losers will not. That's got to be on their mind as it gets into the thick of this match.
Oh, Silas Young looked about to end JASON Kincaid's life there with a suplex out to the floor. But oh, I think Jason might have just ended Silas's life there with a DDT onto the ring apron. And what's he doing?
Right on the edge of the ring.
He's moving those wooden stairs out. I don't know what he is doing, but I don't know. I don't think I like it.
Silas is out.
Springboard off, around. Oh!
What innovation!
I think JASON Kincaid is just making this stuff up as he goes along. I don't think he rehearses these maneuvers on an opponent, on a sparring partner, or anything like that in a gym. I think he just pulls these out of thin air.
To the top rope. Is the end in sight? No, Silas Young has enough brain to roll across the ring, but it doesn't matter! Oh! Across the ring! 16 feet across the ring! 1, 2, and 3!
JASON Kincaid leaping diagonally.
I'm speechless. What did we just witness? Across the ring, 16 feet, driving his feet into the face of Silas Young to win the Elite 8 tournament. Wow!
I never thought I would say this about Jason Kincaid, but he has earned that trophy. He has earned this victory.
And he has earned the respect of each and every person in this building. Standing ovation. What a match!
Jason Kincaid, I don't think, will be standing on his own very much anytime soon. Referee awarding that trophy. That trophy might be a little too heavy for the exhausted Jason Kincaid to hold up on his own power right now.
Both men might need help being carried out of here. Fans shaking the hand of Jason Kincaid. What a match!
Jason Kincaid's eyes just rolled into the back of his head. I don't think climbing the rope right now is a smart idea, but he doesn't care.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Canadian Wrestling's Elite!
Let's go back and take a look at this. I thought for sure that Silas Young, by getting out of harm's way across the ring, not across from an adjacent rope, but diagonally across that ring, was safe here. But Jason Kincaid landing that drop kick from across the ring.
Something you'll only see out of Jason the Gift Kincaid wins him the Elite 8 tournament. And fans still on their feet, and rightfully so.
And now he's gonna rub it in Silas Young's face. Oh, real sportsman like Jason Kincaid, rub it in your opponent's face.
I would never imagine Jason the Gift Kincaid doing something like that. Showing respect for his opponent, and rightfully so. What a match.
And show sportsmanship to allow you to see what kind of man I am.
After the fight they just been through, what an honorable thing to do by Jason the Gift Kincaid.
Silas is hurt right now. He doesn't need to bug him with this nonsense.
After a match of that caliber, I think the least he can do is shake the hand of Jason the Gift Kincaid, who may have just gave him the match of his life. Unbelievable!
Couldn't have said it better myself.
He's not going to let that ruin his party. Jason the Gift Kincaid, your Elite 8 winner. Just as the motto suggests, you can't compete with Elite. This is Canadian Wrestling.
Oh, and there goes the stage.